This next one is really important. As Lucy said, the one thing that people fear is something that they've never done before. Well, yeah, it stands to reason. Because just because we've got a mouth and we've, grown up from this height talking to people, it's different talking up here to an audience. And you have to learn how to do it. But not just learn how to do it, but learn how to do it intelligently. There are 3 ways of learning. You can learn by doing. So you just get thrown in at the deep end. This is the way I learned. I had to do it for my job. I was thrown in at the deep end. But the thing is, this is a very painful way of learning. Let me give you a metaphor to illustrate this. I guess you've all seen a war movie, right? Yeah? Can you imagine? I want you to picture yourself on the battlefield. You've got bombs going off, bullets whistling past your ear. You're absolutely scared out of your wits. But over there is safety. There is only one problem. Between here and safety, there is a minefield. You've got 3 choices. You go it alone, and you do it by yourself. And this is probably the result. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is scary. Bang! And you're likely, if you don't lose your life, to at least lose fingers, toes or something else. You can get across there eventually, but boy, is it painful, is it risky, and is it worth it? There is a second way that you can learn. You can cross this minefield by having a map, which looks something like this. Have I got this one? I think that's there. So far, so good. Now, what do you think are my chances this time of getting to the end? Much better. However, there is always a risk that I haven't got the map the right way up. There is always a risk that I am misinterpreting something. But at least it's better than going it alone. So instead of going it alone, you could buy a book. You could get a self-study course. That, to me, makes a lot more sense. But there is a third way. Me, having spent some time in the TA, I know this third way. I find myself a nice general. Well, probably not a general because they don't do the battlefields anyway, but a nice, good, strong sergeant who's done it a million times before, knows the way. He goes first. I can do this. He takes another step. And I follow in his footsteps. And I know, because he's just left his foot, I know there's no landmine there. So I know I can follow in his footsteps quickly and easily, and I know I can achieve safety. And quickly. Now, does that make more sense to you? This is what I call intelligent learning. So you need to find your own battlefield sergeant. In other words, you need to find somebody who's been there and done it. Somebody that can take you by the hand and lead you quickly and safely to where you want to go. So, a coach. Again, we had a wonderful, wonderful win, didn't we, when Andy Murray finally gave us a male victory for the British singles at Wimbledon. What was the difference? He got a coach who could give him what he was missing. In Ivan Lendl, he was able to learn the psychology of winning, and it made all the difference in the world. So you might want to write this down. Learning lessens pain. Intelligent learning facilitates progress, and faster progress at that. Okay, so that is one of the really important things, is to have a look at how you're learning. And this doesn't just go for public speaking, but this goes for other things in life as well.